What's up, everyone? Here we go again. It's prep time, so I am gonna do another prep saga on YouTube just because I feel like the last one was so fucked up. I'm not coaching myself. I have a coach, Autumn, and she is awesome. She's definitely tough, and I'm using a meal plan this time, and we've kind of hit it hard in the beginning, which is good. I need that little kick in the butt, and I think, her plan is to hit it hard right now and then maybe kind of back off a little closer to show. And really, honestly, of years of doing this and years of coaching, that's really the best way you can do it. Just because, if you need to hit it hard the whole time, you can. But I think the body just responds better and looks better when you can reverse diet into show. I mean, they want you obviously have to be lean, but there's a small window to where you can look like stringy and striated and unhealthy. And so, my last show that I did really well at, I was pretty lean, and we were pushing into show, kind of stringy looking. And I think, that was why I came in fourth overall. I think if I could have filled out a little bit more, I would have, placed higher, because the girl that won definitely was softer than me and had more body fat, in my opinion. But I think that was just because she was young and she had fullness in the muscles and things like that. And so it gave her a more healthier look. But that doesn't say anything about my last coach. I loved her to death, and I think she is an awesome coach, and I would recommend her to anybody. That was more me, because I was pushing her I was terrified to eat a carb. Like, literally terrified, because I felt like every time we tried to carb up, I would lose all my lines. And basically, that boils down to not having enough muscle mass. And so, now I've been building for, it'll be 2 years this July since I really honestly competed, because I did last year, but that was you might as well just call that a mini cut. It was 10 pounds off. It was nothing. I was not ready. I was not motivated emotionally to hit this stage, and so I don't even count that. And it kind of pushed me into the division I'm in now, and I hope this is my new home, because I'm actually really happy with how I'm looking. I prefer the look of figure better than bikini. I'm just not genetically predisposition for bikini. I don't have really developed glutes. I tried for 3.5 years to grow my glutes and get there. So I think that is a sufficient enough try to do that. And it's not that I'm not training glutes now. I definitely am, because it's still an area I need to work on for figure, but it's not as emphasized as bikini. So, if you look at the girl who just won the Arnold, Laura Lee, I mean, I was there in person. I personally felt to me and to Dana, my assistant coach, we kind of felt like she was a little unbalanced. We felt like her glutes were huge and her shoulders were not as big. And so it's supposed to be about balance. And we really felt like Jen had more balance. But I know there's been some posing issues with her, but I didn't see it. But I'm not a judge, so I don't know. I just, that kind of confirmed for me that, that's just not a place for me. I can't grow those kinds of glutes. I just can't. It's just not in my DNA. So, and I know she's really genetically gifted, or that's what I hear. So, not for me. We're going to try figure, and I need quite a bit more muscle. So, after I compete this July, sorry, I'm going up the hill. I don't know, what the, like how soon again I'll compete. I don't know if I'll compete in 2024 or if I'll take, that year off to put on some more muscle. We'll just kind of have to see what the judges' feedback is. I think for the most part, I'm going to be competing in the Masters division. I'm going to do the regional, and I'll compete in open at the regional, but for national level, I'm just going to compete in Masters at Universe, and then I may do Masters Nationals at the end of July. So, you can get your pro card that way, and it's all the same IFBB level. I used to think it was an easier way to go, but to be honest, you should see some of these Masters athletes. They're pretty damn impressive. So, however I get to the IFBB league is how I get there, and I don't really care. So, you can knock it all you want, but I don't really care. And we have the Masters Olympia happen this year too, which is really cool. So there's a spot for us old people to do the sport that we love, and kind of level the playing field a little bit. But sometimes, Masters athletes will have a more mature look to their muscles just because they're older. And sometimes that can be really hard to beat. So, I'm not counting anything out. But yeah, that's where I'm at, 13 weeks out. As far as, what's going on right now, food is okay. It's not super low. Of course, when you're used to eating like 1,900, 2,000, 2,100 calories, where I'm at now feels deprived, but it's not anything that I can't deal with. So that's where we're at on that. And then cardio pretty much daily, 6 days a week, for right now, just kind of get things rolling, and then we'll go from there. But I'll try to fill you guys in weekly what's going on. I would say a little frustrated with my weight. I don't know what's going on with it. I really honestly feel like I'm just holding a lot of water. And the reasoning for that is when I get up in the middle of the night, my watch is like so tight around my wrist and my fingers feel really swollen. So I started taking some of my natural water supplement that I use during peak week. And my weight's been dropping like every day with that. So that kind of confirms that, I'm holding some water. I am on antibiotics, so that could be why hormones are getting a little funky with, women's cycle and things like that already. So that could be what's going on. So ladies, please understand that, your scale weight is going to be all over the place, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you're not changing. I've talked about this before. A lot of times it is water fluctuations and hormonal, or maybe a medication that you're on. It's not necessarily anything that you're doing or not doing. And, it can take some time for that to come off. So yes, I am frustrated. Yes, I do have moments where I'm like, not freaking out because I've still got 13 weeks, but questioning, is this going to come off? But my food is freaking nailed. So I'm doing everything that I can. And I definitely, when I'm looking at myself, I can tell that I'm leaning out. So, that's a big change for me. And pictures and measurements are also changing and dropping. So head down, keep working, let my coach worry about it, what to do next. And I will fill you guys in next week. All right, peace out.